We are the Wastemans. After attending all of our classes, we have decided that our wicked problem is that people are not disposing their waste properly. Because of this, we decided that we would look further into this and ask ourselves why this is happening.
Okay, we are here in the Ryerson campus. Look at these students in the National Library. Look! Follow here. Look at this. In the wrong hole. This is not right.
Before the team set out to do their interviews, we decided to play a little game to test our existing knowledge on proper waste disposal trivia.
Okay, welcome to our Family Feud edition of Wasteman's Beef. Today we have 5 questions regarding recycling, composting, and our environment. Let's meet our teams. Over here we have Abdi, 20 years old from Scarborough. How are you feeling about today?
I'm not even gonna lie, I don't even know how to spell recycling, so I'm not even gonna do well in this.
It's not good. It's not good. Okay, over here we have G, 17 years old from Brampton. Do you recycle at home?
You know, honestly, at my Duke Square, we don't even have a waste bin.
Okay, not off to a good start. Let's go to our other team over here. We have Daniqua, 22 years old from Malvern. Do you compost?
Sometimes.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, we have one more contestant. Let's see how he's gonna do. A man like Chris, 19 years old from Darex. How you feeling about today?
We gonna get this dub.
We gonna get this bread. Let's go. Can I get our first 2 contestants up to the front? Okay, introduce yourselves. Are we ready?
Yes.
Okay. Answer up on the board. How do you properly recycle a water bottle? Daniqua,
You must take the cap off first.
can I get the answer revealed? For our second question, we have a man like Chris. This will be a true and false. Because you won, we're gonna make it a little bit easier. Can you recycle glass bottles?
Yo, low key, if I'm busting it over a man's head top, I don't know Wagwan. So I'm gonna just have to guess. False.
That is wrong. The next team has a chance to steal. Okay, G. What do you think? Can you recycle glass bottles? True or false?
It's true.
Wow. Let's see if he's right. Can I get the answer revealed? It is true, ladies and gentlemen. We're at 1-1. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're on question 3 and we're tied. Can I call up the next contestants? Okay, all right, are you ready? Come on, show a little respect. Okay. Are we ready? I will take that as a yes. Okay, if we were to recycle all the newspapers within a year, how many trees would we save? Yes, G?
25 sitting on a 25 mil.
That is wrong. Can I get the man Chris to answer?
$250 million.
That is correct, actually. 250 million, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, we're going over to Team Aluminum now. We have Daniqua. Are you excited?
Yes.
All right. Your question is, how much trash in a year ends up in a waste bin that could be recycled? Okay, time's up. Abdi, did you want me to repeat the question?
Yes, please.
Okay. How much trash in a year ends up
You know
in...
what, real or no, I'm feeling good about myself today. I'm out here. I've been out here. I keep it 98%.
Okay, that's enough. Back to my question. How much trash in a year ends up in a waste bin that could be recycled?
60%.
Can we get the answer revealed? That was very rude, by the way. You were right. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are at a tie. Number 5 will be the deal breaker. This is going to be our Jeopardy question. Both teams have 30 seconds to answer. Are we ready? Okay. Recycling aluminum cans can help to save a great deal of energy. In fact, enough to run your home TV for a blank amount of hours. Ready? The timer starts now. Okay, time is up. Team Aluminum, you're up first. I saw you doing some calculations over here. What is your final answer?
Based on our calculations, 8.
Okay, that is incorrect. I'm sorry. Back to this team over here. Abdi, do you have the answer?
Feeling lucky today. I don't think it's 1. I don't think it's 2. I think it's 3.
Can I get the answer revealed? Ladies and gentlemen, it is 3 hours of TV. We have our winner.
Three top locations for our interview. These are Ryerson Campus, Eden Center, and Yonge and Dundas Square. These locations are the best for our target market because students, our extreme users, often hang out there.
In order to understand our target market, we've created 2 questions. The first question is, why do people dispose of their waste without consideration? We believe this to be because they are busy. They're rushing to hang out with their friends, they want to go shopping, and they need to get to class.
We have created a list of 5 questions to ask 50 Ryerson students in order to gain better insight on improper garbage disposal.
Question 1. How important is recycling and composting to you?
Question 2. How does the world make it easier for you to recycle?
Question 3. What is your thought process when you're throwing away your garbage?
Question 4. What do you think the consequences are of improperly throwing out your garbage?
Question 5. What emotions do you feel when you look at this picture?
To be honest, not at all, because I drink like 10 bottles of water a day and then I just throw out the water bottles.
Recycling is very important because I don't want to see garbage everywhere,
It's very important, and I always yell at my boyfriend to do it.
Recycling and composting are very important to me, mainly because it's our responsibility to take care of the planet and keep it safe for future generations.
I would say it's somewhat important. I do compost and I do recycle, but I don't think it's a big concern for me.
So the world doesn't make it easy for me to recycle because, honest to God, when I'm out in public, I don't see a lot of recycling bins or a lot of how to recycle or why to recycle.
It really doesn't, because when I'm at school, I barely see any recycling bins.
In Toronto, I feel like it's pretty good. All the garbage in the streets has different sections for recycling. I don't think it has composting.
The world makes it easier because when I walk around malls, even in my own house, I have different color bins.
It doesn't make it easier because there's so many labels on garbage bins, you don't even know where to put your materials in.
Depending on the day, sometimes I'll think about what bin it's supposed to go in, and then sometimes I'll just put it in the nearest bin that I can find.
When I think, I just throw it out.
I think at home I think about it more, where the garbage is going, because there's organization for that.
Sometimes I care about recycling certain items, but a lot of the times they usually end up in the waste bin.
I don't know specifically, but I've heard that if you don't put everything in the proper spot, then you can contaminate the rest of the garbage that's in the bin.
So I have no idea.
I know that if you put the wrong materials or dirty materials in recycling bins, you can't recycle those items anymore. So I guess it just causes more landfills or fires.
I think the consequences would be whatever has to do with global warming and killing the penguins and polar bears. I feel bad for those guys.
but this picture was really sad because why do animals have to suffer?
Just seeing that picture, it makes me feel really sad because I just had a pet turtle when I was a kid.
It makes me feel really sad because I like turtles, and unfortunately animals always pay for human behavior.
The picture of the turtle was actually very, very heartbreaking, that the plastic truly does end up in the oceans and it affects a lot of animals, and that picture is a perfect representation of it.
Faces, worn out faces.
Right, so we wanted to focus on students 20 years old, working part-time, living on res, that don't practice proper waste disposal. We chose to start target market because being on campus, we have noticed that all the campus garbage can have improper waste in different bins.
How can we improve the current situation? Convenience. Students want to throw out their garbage without having to take a minute to think about it. Clear labels, easily sort garbage, like from a coffee lid to a coffee cup.
The purpose is to give them a reason to stop and think that they should have to take a minute to sort their garbage before disposing in multiple bins, such as compost, recycling, and trash.
It could also be because they're uneducated. Maybe their elementary schools didn't teach them about where their garbage goes when it gets placed in the wrong bins. This is our Waste Man's customer journey map. Our ideal persona is Alex the Ignorant. He's a 20-year-old engineering student from Barrie and does not care too much for recycling. Looking at his emotions regarding recycling in general, Alex is unaware of its consequences. He is lazy and simply too busy to sort out his waste. We then attempted to list every interaction Alex has with a garbage bin throughout the day. Although there may be more than what we recorded, we mentioned the morning, lunch, at night, and everything in between. In total, Alex has at least 13 potential interactions with waste disposal. The goal of our attempt to service this wicked problem is to make people aware of improper garbage disposal consequences and, of course, to help the environment. Some of our key research findings from our interviews were that compost is apparently not made easy in Toronto, and people say recycling is important to them, although they may not heavily practice it. The photo of the sick turtle made them want to take action, but most importantly, people still just want convenience. We then constructed an empathy map and found that people feel a sense of shame when they improperly dispose garbage, and they do see how sorting out garbage could enhance the state of the environment. Next, we brainstormed our wicked problem further by using De Bono's 6-hat exercise to better understand our persona and target market. We briefly discussed as a team from the perspective of each hat. We concluded with an affinity map to record and potentially answer some final important questions. What do we have control over? What do people really want? And how can we educate people on this topic? And that is somewhat our Waste Man's customer journey map. What a long day we had. We started off making our awesome theme song. Then we discussed how to interview people, came up with a list of questions, paired up, and went off and did them. we came back, discussed our findings, and put together a customer journey map. Then we filmed some more skits, we had a great time, and now we're just gonna go goof off.
Hey guys, I'm hungry.
Me too. Let's go.
Let's go get some food. See ya. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Take it easy, B.
No one told you life was gonna be this way. Your job's a joke, you broke. Your love life's the way. It's like you're always stuck in second gear. When it hasn't been your day, your week, your month, or even your year. But I'll be there for you. When the rain starts to fall, I'll be there for you. Like I've been there before. I'll be there for you. 'Cause you're there for me too. You're still in bed at 10 and work again at 8. You burned your breakfast so far, things are going great. Your mother warned you there'd be days like these, but she didn't tell you when the world was brought